Father's Workshop Screen Printing. We've been away for a while, but we're back. And we're back with something a little different this time. We've got a shirt that we need to do, but this shirt is 65-35. I think I got that right. 65-35. 65 polyester, 35 cotton. So when you look at something like that, you got to figure what is the best way to do it. Now, you don't want to do sublimation. You can if you want, but the only problem with sublimation doesn't have white. There's not a white ink for sublimation. Yes, now you can buy the transfer paper and stuff like that that may allow you to have white transfer, but you do not have a white ink. So if you wanted to, you know, do something, you're going to have an issue. So what do you do? What do you do with one of these shirts? When you've got a customer, or maybe yourself, and you bought, and I have 3 of these that I have to do, and these shirts are over $40 a piece. These are the red cap, and when you look at these red cap, and you can see that it's 65-35. So how do you do that? We need to put a logo on the pocket and a name above it. Now, do we want to put it on the reflective tape that is made on these shirts? Because see, these shirts are a special, if you'll notice, you've got the bright green. No, it looks yellow, but it's the bright green. And then you've got this reflector tape that is actually sewn in with the shirt. So what do you do? How do you deal with a situation like this? If you're just starting in the business and you're going, man, how am I going to do that? Well, you got to go further than just sublimation. I know a lot of people right now are into sublimation because it's easy. You don't have to get your hands dirty. Well, I guess maybe sometimes you do. But in this case, you can do it several different ways. I notice a lot of people now are doing sublimation along with bleaching, doing their tie-dyes and stuff like that. And that's kind of cool. That looks kind of neat and all that stuff, and it's not hard to do. You can do it, and one person sees it, another person make a video, next thing you got 5,000 videos out there of the same thing over and over and over. But I want to try to find something new. What do you do with something like this? When you've got $40, I mean, I've got almost $100 worth of shirts that I need to do something with. What do you do? And because if you go to Red Cap to buy these, if you buy them from Red Cap, now you can get them online. You can find them different places. They're $28 and things like that. But these retail for 40 some dollars. What do you do when you got shirts like this and you mess them up? You don't want to mess them up. You want to keep these in such a way that, and you want to not so much keep them as you want to be able to do the job and make it look good. But are you going to be able to do it with just one type of idea? Are you going to use plastisol inks? You'll have to have, being that it's 65% polyester, you're going to have the special plastisol ink. You have to have that. Oh yeah, special additive to it for polyester. So are you going to do that and go ahead and do your screens? And what I mean by the screens, I mean you'll take your screens and get your screens prepared, so then you can do your negative on it. And once you get that, you can go out, wash it out, come back in, get it ready for screen printing. There's a lot of work involved in that. Now you can do it that way, but then you got to take a chance of messing up with the ink. And you think, what is the best way to do it? Well, should sublimation? No. Should I do it with screen printing? And sublimation, I don't want to do it with sublimation. Screen printing? Well, I want to screen print. Well, if I got 3 shirts, that's a lot of work for just 3 shirts. So you think, well, maybe what we should do is use the plotter. I have a plotter over here. I don't have a Cricut and all them things like that. I have a plotter. I have a commercial plotter that will cut out 30-inch letters if I wanted to. I mean, to put on the side of cars and stuff like that. But can I use that and just go ahead and heat press what I need done to it? So I'll cut the letters out, I'll cut the logo out or whatever, and put it on here. Now I have to have the heat transfer, the special heat transfer, and I've seen that around here somewhere. Where did I see that? Oh, wow, I think I put it in the filing cabinet. There it is. I had bought this some time back. Didn't know if I would need it or not. But I have, you can buy this. You can buy these just about everywhere now. Amazon, eBay, different printing places. And there's blue, there's red, there's white, there's black. There was supposed to be another color in here, but I don't see it. It was actually supposed to be this neon green. This safety green, I guess they call it. But I don't see it in here. Maybe I'll look over there and see if I can find it. But I'm thinking maybe I can do that. I can use the black. This is kind of a dark gray. You can use the black. But I was thinking, thought for sure maybe I had some fluorescent or neon, I call neon color, green. And I probably do have it here somewhere. But I'll look for it. Because what I want to do is maybe use some of that. But I don't know. See, that's just it. This is where it gets confusing. Now, do you want to do that? Do you want to go through that? And this should be big enough to cut any letters that I need for a name. What color? All right. If you don't have the color, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to order it. All right. Then that's going to set you back if you're on a time schedule. I'm not, because actually you didn't know it, but I also do a homeless outreach ministry, and I need shirts for when I'm out at night, and that will work for the ministry. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I've got. Just hang on. You know me, I can't think straight. Must have been all that time in the hospital. Oh yeah, I had my vocal cord. I had my vocal cord worked on. And I couldn't talk for a while. That's why I've been away. I haven't been away because I don't like y'all. I've been away because I've been, if you can't talk, I'd hate to be up here trying to. It's kind of silly. I'm not getting you. You don't even know what I'm talking about. You don't even know what I'm saying because I couldn't talk. You don't want me to do. It's crazy. So that's why I've been gone. I know I'm crazy. So y'all going, you crazy, man. Okay. I was looking here to see if I had anything I could. Well, I know I had that neon, but see, this is where I'm at. I'm at the point to where I don't want to mess the shirt up. Do I want to screen print? I'll do it. I mean, it's not any waste of my time, but I can do that because I need to make up a couple screens anyways. I had washed out the other screens that I had done. Oh, here we go. I did a bunch of shirts like this. Now this is using, and this is what it looks like when you use the vinyl. When you cut your letters out and stuff in the vinyl, you make you up something like this, and you heat transfer it on the shirt. Also, I did it on the sleeves. So it really looks good when you do it. If you look close, you can see it even says, the cross even says Jesus. It spells out letters in Jesus and looks like a cross. I know some of y'all have seen those before. But these type of shirts, and doing the shirts like this, and it identifies me. I was coming from Alabama one time, and there was a car accident. And I wasn't in it, but it was across the interstate. And naturally, I wanted to stop and see if I could help. Well, I ran across the highway and everything. I had my daughter with me. I told her, I said, stay here. I said, just stay here and watch the car and everything. And I said, I'm going to go here. And that's because the EMS hadn't even got there yet. I mean, it just happened. The van had rolled over several times, and I didn't know, I mean, this is all the way across the other side of the interstate. So I'm having to cross the interstate to get over there, but it was bad. It was bad. It was two vehicles. I guess somebody was changing lanes and knocked the other car off the road, and the van flipped and flipped and flipped. And when I had got over there, unfortunately, two people had died. It killed them instantly, and they were children. It broke my heart. And the mother, two of the moms. Only one was sitting in the car behind the driver's wheel. The other one, we couldn't find her. And then I looked up front, and she was in the front, but half of her leg was missing. I don't mean to say all this to make everyone gross out and all that stuff. But these shirts, when I show up and I run across the street or to an accident or something like that I happen to go bypassing, as a preacher, oh yeah, I didn't mention that either, did I? But as a preacher, to have something to identify you, that you're there. The police and the ambulance, when they showed up, they were running everybody else off, but they noticed that I was a preacher. And I was trying to keep the driver behind the wheel, trying to keep her calm and stuff like that, and trying to be a help. And but I'm sorry if you're out there and that was you. I'm sorry for your loss. It was a sad day, very sad day. And I left all the information that I had with. I didn't see anything. I just came up, and the accident just happened before, and it was bad. So I ran across to see if I could help. Anyways, back to this. What am I going to do? Because I want these, because when I go out at nighttime and stuff, I mean, we've had freezing temperatures. I've gone out and had to put blankets on our homeless that are sleeping out in the tents. And they get drunk and they fall asleep in the tent and they halfway freeze to death. You never know if you're going to go out there and, and they passed away, because of not having blankets and stuff like that. So I've gone out at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning to check on them when I've known that the weather's been bad and it gets rainy, wet, cold, and things like that. But I need something to keep me from getting hit. I don't want to get run over. So I need to figure a way to do this. And I'm thinking sublimation is not the way to go. But maybe I think that works pretty good. That says a lot. And you say, well, how are you going to do that? Well, maybe I can get orange, the fluorescent neon orange, and put it here to where it will overlap this area, and it will come down on this area. And if it's a bright orange, it will show. It will make a difference. So I'm thinking that may be the way that I go. I can't do it right now because I don't have the color. The closest I got to it is red. That's not going to work. It's going to have to be. It's going to have to be orange. Now, if I was doing it in plastisols, if I was going to do it screen printed in plastisol, I could use this. This is a neon orange. And this neon orange I have used on some shirts with the logo, with this logo a little modified, and have put on shirts, and they've shown up really well, done really good. But I also have some other shirts over there too. I have some neon green t-shirts as well as other shirts that I can make up with this. But my dealings right now is trying to make sure I do this right, get this done correctly, and that's where I'm at. So if you got any ideas, how about leave them in the comment? And in the comments, what would you do? How would you handle this? You've got shirts that are 40 bucks a piece, and you got to do 3 of them. You don't want to mess one of them up, because then you're not making no money. I'm not making no money anyways. I'm doing these for myself. But what do? You've got a bright neon green, and you've got this darker color. You've got your gray or your reflective tape. You get to the back. How do you cover this area with a logo that looks like this, similar to it anyways? But you have a logo like that. Do you screen print it with ink? Is that the best way to go? Maybe an orange ink? I think the orange would look pretty neat. I think the orange would look nice in there. And then put one on the pocket, like this. You didn't see this, but on the front, you'll notice it has one on the pocket. Is that neat? And so with it like this, doing it like this, but instead of using the green, maybe that's where my green went. The one that I was looking for. It don't matter anyways. I need orange and I don't have it. So I'm gonna have to order some. And when I do order it, we'll come back and we will finish this shirt. But right now, leave your comments. I just want some feedback from y'all. If anybody's hello, if anybody's out there, give me some comments. Let me know what you think about this. Don't let me know what you think about me, because ain't nobody likes me anyways. So, but I'm trying to get your opinion. What do you think orange would be the way to go with this, or another color? Because this is kind of a dark gray with a light gray reflector tape. This is reflector tape. This will reflect, so at nighttime I'm gonna get hit. And this brightness here really helps out in the daytime, so people can see you. Those stripes. So, how would you do it? Or would you embroider it? Would you do embroidery on it? I don't do embroidery. I don't know how to stitch. The only way I learned how to sew a button on a shirt was my mom showed me one time. But when I went in the Army, and when you're standing in a formation, and they're fixing to come through and inspect the troops and everything, and all of a sudden you got this little teeny string hanging on you, coming out of your button. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. The little string, and right before they start to come down and everything, you haven't snapped into attention yet. But your buddy and the other guys around you, they're kind of looking at you, and you're looking at them to make sure that you're squared away. And all of a sudden they say, hey, you got a string there. They pull that string and your button falls off. Yeah, they did that to me. You get in a lot of trouble. And Dana sits down and says, sorry, drill sergeant. You don't want to hear that. Yeah, you're sorry. So, and you find out, and you know, see, the guy who's supposed to be making sure you're squared away and you're making sure he's squared away. So what you do with those strings is you're supposed to burn them with take your lighter, and you're supposed to burn off the string. You carry a lighter in your pocket and you burn those strings off. So, and if your buddy has one, you burn his off and everything. And those, don't pull them. You pull them, that button's gone. So, anyways, tell me what you think. Tell me. And what color would you use? I'm thinking a bright orange, fluorescent orange. And I think that's the way I would go. Oh, I'll show you what the fluorescent orange looks like. Just a minute, hold on. If you're wondering about the combination of how the green and the orange would look, well, that's how they make these vests, and they mix these colors also. So, and you see the gray tape, the reflector tape here. So when you look at this, you look at the orange, and so that on the back of the shirt is a logo like this, but only orange like this. Think so? Leave a comment. I'm kind of curious. I want to know. I'd like to inquire. People want to know. And I want to know. What do you think? How do you think it'll work out? Would you do it that way, or would you not do it that way? So, but my next video, as soon as I'm going to go ahead and order the orange. I know y'all haven't commented on it yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because that's the route I'm going to go. And heat press these on. I'll cut it out. I'll weed the stuff out. Once I get it weeded out, we'll put it on the shirt. So, I know this was just a big waste of time, but I'm letting you know ahead of time what I'm going to do. And you think about it, because what happens when you get a shirt? If you need ideas, that's what, look, if you're out there in YouTube land, just ask folks to leave comments. Not opinions, comments. Something to help. And yeah, if you want to be, I think y'all would be my best critics. And tell me. Don't talk about me and how stupid I am. Let's talk about this stuff. We got enough stuff going on 2021, and we got a lot of stuff going on out there. A lot of people ain't happy. A lot of things going on. Let's all get our mind off of that mess and focus on this. And focus on your stuff. And we're going to come back now. What we're going to do, I'm going to get this out of the way. And the next video might not be me putting that on there, because I might still be waiting on the transfer material. But I'm thinking about this. I've heard a lot of people doing a lot of tie-dyeing, sublimation, tie-dye, and stuff like that. But I had some ideas. I see the way they're doing it. I don't want to do it the way they're doing it. I might do some like that. But I've got some other ideas. And I'm going to try those out. And it has to do with tie-dyeing. Tie-dye, bleaching, whatever you want to call it. You can use dye, or you can just bleach. A lot of people are doing the bleach, after they put the sublimation on the shirt, they put the picture or whatever on there, and then they kind of squirt it with the bleach and bleach out the shirt, and then they wash it. And, and all that stuff, and it really gives it that cool effect. I'm thinking about doing it a different way, and a different approach to that. So we'll figure something out, won't we? But this is Tom with the Father's Workshop Screen Printing, and I'm gonna let you go. You don't have to watch me no more. Cut it off. Go ahead. Leave. Just kidding. Y'all are great. I'm glad that you tolerate me. You know, I'm talking to you, and nobody out there has said one thing to me. You haven't yelled at me. You haven't. So, anyways, Tom, the Father's Workshop Screen Printing, and until next time. But next time we might get a video doing some bleaching on some ideas I've got. I want to see if they work. I haven't. Now I've watched the bleaching thing, and I've watched them do it a certain way, but I got an idea I want to try out, and let's try it out together. Let's see how it works. Y'all know how that bleaching stuff is, and you got to be careful. You'll destroy your garment if you ain't careful, and it'll deteriorate the threads and stuff like that. Because, and that stuff, that bleach stuff, man, will eat holes through your clothes if you ain't careful. So, like battery acid, you know. Tom, the Father's Workshop Screen Printing, and stay tuned. I've got another video coming up. In the midst of waiting on this, got another video coming up, and I want y'all to be part of it. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to give me comments. Comment about this. Tell me something about this. So what did I miss? What am I not doing? What would you do it? How would you do it? Tell me something, and I'll look at your comments, put them out there, and let everybody else see them, and see what I say about it. Because when you comment, I comment. I will comment back if you leave me a comment. So, Tom, the Father's Workshop Screen Printing, and I am fixing to go see if I can find something else to do. I might grab me a shirt over there and experiment a little bit before I come back. You know how it is, you got to rehearse. Rehearse a little bit before you start doing your videos, or you'll look like me. Thanks for watching, and till next video, Lord bless. Bye now.